how to dominate tryouts and make your varsity basketball team. Let's get right into it. Number one, maturity. If you show up to the tryout, you shake the coach's hand, you look him in the eyes, you're going to separate yourself from most other high school players. Most high schoolers are awkward and they don't really have like the social skills to communicate with adults properly. I was the same way. I'm just being real. Like, you're at a young age, so you don't really get it. But if you show that you can be a man, right? You show that you have respect for the coaches, you respect this game, you're a student of the game, you will stand out. Also, if you have the maturity and the ability to, encourage your teammates, be a leader. I'm going to talk about leadership later, but if you have that, you will stand out and dominate your tryouts. Second, simplicity. You are not going to this tryout to show off your bag. I'm going to say that again. You are not going to your tryout to show off your bag. I don't care if you know how to do a 10 dribble combo from the top of the key, whatever. The less, the better. So I'm learning this a lot in college. College coaches look for guys that can get 2 feet in the paint. They look for guys that can score off of 1 to 2 dribbles. They look for the guys that know when to make a quick swing or when to dump it off in the post. They aren't looking for those guys. And high school, it's much of the same. Now, if you are an upperclassman, if you've already earned your coach's trust, your coach will give you a lot more leeway. He'll give you a bigger leash, and he'll allow you to really experiment and deepen your bag. But if you're trying to make the varsity team for the first time, yeah, man, you don't need to show off your bag. All right, simplicity wins. Number 3, positivity. You must be positive. If you're a negative Nancy, you're clapping your hands in the corner like, hey, man, I'm open. Oh, my gosh, she didn't pass to me, bro. Dude, that's an instant red flag for coaches. If you show up and you take away the energy in the gym, coaches do not like it. All right, so be positive. I'm not going to harp on it too much longer because you already know that. Number 4, outwork everybody. Dude, you are fighting for a spot on your varsity team. How bad do you want it? Real. How bad do you want it? Because you can just be passive and be, a little bit of a wuss, if I'm being honest. You can be a wuss and be like, oh, well, they want it too, so, I'm not going to die for that loose ball. What if I get hurt? What? Be a man. Be a man. Put your body on the line. Die for that loose ball. Box out. I don't care if the dude is 6'10". You go right at his chest. You might get blocked. It happens to me. I get blocked. I get embarrassed by that. Like, that's stuff that can happen. But I'm still going at my man. I'm still going at my defender. I want my opponent to do the same. I want to compete. I am a dog. You should be saying that to yourself. Number 4, leadership. I mentioned I would talk about this more, so let me talk about it now. You must show leadership. During scrimmages at tryouts, gather your guys together for a huddle during like when the ball goes out of bounds or something, there's a stoppage of play. Like, say, hey, yo, guys, bring it in real quick. All right, yo, on that play right there, we could have done a backdoor cut. We could have had this. If you show leadership at tryouts, coaches will love that. Next, let's talk about your conditioning and how prepared you are. Man, show up to tryouts in great condition, and you will have an edge on everybody else. If you are the first in sprints, or at least in the top 5, you're going to stand out, all right? You have to hustle like your life depends on it, because it kind of does. This is what you want. You want to make the varsity basketball team, right? So for the next 4 years of high school, or however long you have, you want this. This is determining your basketball experience for the next couple years. It wouldn't hurt to hustle a bit more through sprints and focus on your conditioning in the offseason. Be a man. I mentioned this before. Be a man. Stop listening to the advice of like, oh, you got to be respectful. You got to respect your opponent. Man, I don't respect my opponent. I don't care if they're a 5-star. I don't care if they're first team all conference like I was in high school, first team all state. I don't want my opponent to respect me. Shoot, I want them to be afraid of me. I want them to go into the game knowing, oh my gosh, this is about to be a dogfight. This dude's going to be annoying as crap. He's going to be in my face the whole game. Yeah, yes, that's what I want. I don't care how good the other guys on your team are or the guys that are fighting for a spot. I don't care how good they are. I don't care how tall they are. I don't care how strong they are, fast they are. I don't care about any of that. I want you to compete. I want you to go at them. I want you to be a dog. Now, by me saying that, I'm not telling you to be disrespectful. I'm not telling you to just be a jerk. Respect the game and, respect your opponents in the way of like, okay, if they fall, yeah, you can help them up. Like don't be like, show respect to the game of basketball. All right. But don't be like starstruck because somebody earned some awards or somebody was doing really well. I don't care what they did in the past. I don't care. I'm going to outwork you. I'm going to be a man, and it's going to be mano a mano. We're going to duke it out. We're going to see who wins. Make sure to hustle. I've been to a few tryouts where there were some guys that had virtually zero skill, and they still made the team just because they hustled every single possession. That's real. I can think of a few when I was a player and as a coach, right? Seeing it from a coach's perspective is interesting because the guys that hustle every possession, they really do stand out. They actually do. That's not just a phrase like, oh, if you hustle, you'll get noticed. No, like, you will. So all of this stuff is, great for your tryouts. If you are really serious about making the varsity basketball team this season, click that link in the description. It's called the Varsity Basketball Blueprint. It's my course. It will teach you everything you need to make the varsity basketball team, from lifting routines, basketball training, in season and out of season, tryout prep, what coaches notice. Everything you need is within that course. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to know what coaches actually notice, click this video. But as always, keep God first. Stay blessed, bro. Love you, man.